wish you love, light, and milk.
Hello. Hi. Was it the little delusional with the lipstick I had on prior? Hey, Steph. Hey, Jules. Steph says hi. Julia says hello. I know I was a little late. June May says hey. Let me go get some water. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let's get this little music faded. And let us play our theme song. How's everyone doing this evening? Please let me know how you doing. I will be on LSA in a little bit, but I wanted to come on and rant just a little bit because I'm kind of over it. I'm over it. I'm over it. And I'm not going to be here that long. So you don't see my girls. Let's go a little up like that. How's everyone doing? Hi, Nina. How's everyone doing? All right. I have some notes. Let's go into this. That hair. Oh, hi, baby. That hair. Oh, your baby is answering you down here. She's saying, "Hey," or "How you doing?" Great. That hair. I had to fix it real quick because it was crazy. Doing great. And you? I am great. I am really good. I will tell you that, you know, it's constant work, right? And it's not necessarily to do what I do, because a lot of people do what I do, but they don't do the inner work. And I think I've been thinking about even changing my title. The, psychic medium channel is great, and it's absolutely a gift I have. But I go steps ahead, so the readings, great, the channeling, getting that information, but also because it's a combination of mental health, emotional health as well, physical health as well. So I want to start combining all of that. Not that I want to, I have been. I just didn't know a proper title for it. So I think I am going to that place of that I am going to be the spiritual therapist. Lexi, the spiritual therapist. And I look back on all of the education I've had professionally since 17. And when I say professionally, I mean being sent away to a leadership institute or something like that since I was 17, and still up to as recent as last year, where I paid for a thing. Anyways, Adrienne is riding a horse downstairs. I hear her. But I wanted to thank you so much, and thank you for asking me how I'm doing, because this kind of leads into, are we really that delusional? And I'm going to say where this comes from. And this is part of my healing. Today, I made the choice. I am making the choice to do whatever I have to do to benefit my healing with boundaries and in a healthy and safe way. And I say that because so many people, well, I'm going to do what I'm going to do anyways, or I'm going to do what's best for me, but it may not be in a healthy space, or within certain boundaries. So I want to make that clear. I am healing in a safe, healthy place, space. And part of what I'm going to say is absolutely with that healing, and it is with this last election. I don't give two buttholes who anyone voted for. I don't care who you voted for this time, 4 years ago, 4 years ago before that, 20 years ago, 30 years ago. I don't care if you didn't vote at all. Doesn't matter to me. Right? We're human. We're here. Thank you so very much. Nanda's not here to see the magic happen. But I got tea. Isn't this a pretty little cup? Truth be told, I don't care, because we are here. We have to live here. And the truth of it is that there is a group of people who are affected negatively no matter who gets in that office. I'm going to say this, okay? The majority of Americans have never experienced some things that the minority of Americans have. So let me explain that. It has nothing to do with race, color, whatever. The way you want to think about it, think about it. But the truth is, the majority of Americans have been comfortable. Doesn't matter who's in office. They live a comfortable life, right? You've never had to experience being told that you can't sit certain places, or you can't work certain places. Or even if you're a patron at this pizza restaurant, and I'm sharing these because I've heard these stories. Patrons at a pizza restaurant, I want a pizza from this place, but I can't even walk into the front door. Or some people, and true stories of people that can't buy houses in certain places. I'm just going to mention this one story of this Asian family in California who were told they can't buy a house in a certain area. So you know who sold them their house? A Black family. And because this Asian family got that house purchased, they ended up becoming multimillionaires or something and ended up giving whatever to the Black family. See how that works? So that's what I'm saying. It's more than just a race thing. There are people in Appalachia who have the same story, and these are Americans. And I watched something that about Project 2025 and all of this stuff that's going to happen. One of those things is, I guess the new administration wants to do something about the Constitution. Get rid of, I don't know what, I really don't pay attention, but I'm just hearing this stuff. And I'm saying this stuff because I see a lot of posts on all my social media, and people like talking to me, right? But for me, it is offensive to hear, oh my God, what's going to happen? Or now I'm feeling uncomfortable. And I want us to have this conversation. So don't stop talking to me, but also realize how many people have felt uncomfortable their entire lives. And their parents have felt uncomfortable. And their grandparents have felt uncomfortable. You have people here, right? And just because they're in a relationship with another race, or they have a child that's mixed, have been uncomfortable. So, like, Okay, I wrote notes. I'm looking at them. So I said, when the majority of Americans start to experience what the minority of Americans have experienced, the shift will happen. Welcome shift. I'm ready for it. Because as we know, the Constitution wasn't made for everybody. We know this, right? Truthfully, it was made for the criminal. It was made for the criminal. Somebody, please, in the comments, I'm not even looking at the comments right now. Being denied jobs because of how you look or who you love. Say, prove it, Lex. Prove it. How is the Constitution made for criminals? Let me put the banner up. Let me put my banner up because I have a disclaimer. It's about to get real. Trigger warning. Trigger warning. And I want you to work through it, whatever you feel. Okay? This is real. How many of us have an abuser, a molester, a sexual assaulter, or a rapist who's still walking around? Still, they're living their best lives. I don't care who you are. How many of you have been robbed by corporations or have been discriminated against, right? Things that the laws protect. But those people who have done that to you are living their daggone best lives. So is it really for everyone? I know a bunch of criminals who are walking out free fine. And I'm going to say it. I don't care. I hope. I don't like saying this, but I'm going to say it. Because it's what's about to come. All these criminals that are in prison for these white collar crimes. I'm talking about these million and billionaires, the ones who got caught. Let me throw in some music moguls, right? His isn't white collar crime. His is a real crime, right? Of trafficking. There's a chance they may be all pardoned. Let's be real about this. So it's almost, and I'm not telling you to go commit a crime. Please don't commit a crime. What I am saying is the work needs to be done introspectively because we are not going to change anyone else. These are grown-ass adults making decisions. I'm an adult making this decision to say what I'm saying. Right? I've been seeing a couple of other things like people aren't friends anymore or, oh, I didn't know they thought that way. If this election or a football game or a baseball game, the results, if the results end up that you're no longer friends with someone, you were never friends to begin with. Just realize that. If something that none of us, we will never sit at any of these tables. You know what I'm saying? We will never get an invite to the real table. We never will. And we're not talking to people anymore because of this. Did you really know them? And I am sorry. I am so sorry if that happened to anybody. I really am. And I want to say, I am sorry that if you're angry or if you're, oh, America, I can't believe that. And I'm sorry if you're happy at the results, right? I really am. But I'm going to get biblical right quick. Joshua fit the battle of Jericho and the walls came tumbling down. Rome came tumbling down. Things were not right here in the first place. And I'm asking, are we really that delusional to not go back? Go back. This stuff, maybe we didn't learn it in school, or maybe they taught it in a different way, but let's look at reality. People who came here for religious freedom aren't going to go and massacre a whole bunch of people that were already here. That would not happen. You understand where I'm going with this, right? Criminals. And I've been seeing this, the Handmaid's Tale book has like skyrocketed, right? Like went up 800% selling again because, and I've been seeing people, well, I'm not going to be anybody. It's handmade. I'm not. If you feel uncomfortable now, if what happened is making you shift just a little bit, I ask that you sit in that uncomfortableness. I ask that you honor feeling this. If this is the first time you felt uncomfortable. Now, there's some people that, hey, it's another day. We going to work. We about to make this money. I'm still a hustler. Okay. No uncomfortableness. Been uncomfortable. Actually, I haven't been uncomfortable because I'm over it, right? That's me, though. There are some who have been uncomfortable their entire lives. There are some who just are feeling the oh my God, what's gonna, sit in it. Sit in it and feel, really feel into that uncomfortableness, the unknowing of what the future holds. Then meditate on it. Talk to your ancestors. Talk to them. Because I'm going to tell you what. Some of our ancestors absolutely made this happen, right? Or maybe we're in the fight. You know, it's all everybody for themselves. I get it. However, that introspective work, the work that has to be done within, not changing anybody. Stop trying to change people. Stop trying to, it's not going to work. Stop. Introspective. How can I heal my trauma so I don't pass it on to my child? And I'm in that space right now of how can I heal? Currently, okay, the past couple of weeks, I've been dealing with some of my fears. And not because it's election. I don't give a shit about the election. It's literally in my house. My fear of speaking up, my fear of saying something. How do I heal that? And that comes from my childhood. So it's something that I'm working on to heal. Because when I heal, my baby heals, my mother heals, my grandmother heals, even in the afterlife. When you heal, the healing keeps going. So I hear people, we were watching Pop the Balloon, Indianapolis, Jesus. Let me tell you, y'all from Indianapolis are real ones. They are aggressive, okay? And these were young girls up there. Actually, they weren't too, well, maybe 30s, late 20s to mid 30s. And they're so aggressive in their communication. Then the host went out to the audience and started interviewing people. And there was an auntie out there. And if you don't know what an auntie is, auntie is an older person, maybe 50s, 60s. And when auntie was talking, she was just as aggressive. So this is a learned behavior. That in Nap Town, it's normal, right? It's normal to be that aggressive. And maybe they had to be that aggressive for whatever reason. However, you take that same talk and go to Bangor, Maine, they're gonna look at you like you're crazy. Like, they so aggressive. Oh my God. So that really had me thinking that going back and back to, it's not, somebody put it in the chat. What did Kennedy say? Ask not what your country can do for you, what you can do for your country, right? But that is so real. What's best that you can do starting inside, right? And working out. Not looking out and seeing, oh my God, all this stuff is about to happen to me. Because that's exactly what they want. I don't care. Again, I don't give two monkeys balls, testicles. I don't care who you vote for. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. What matters is the inner work. How can I heal through my situation right now? Why am I being affected like this? Right? Ask yourself those questions. And it is not easy. It is not easy. I'm not saying it's easy. It's easier for me because I've been doing this for years. I always did the work. And it came from a place of people pleasing, right? Well, what's wrong with me? What did I do wrong? Oh my God, I must have done something wrong. But that gave me practice for that introspection, that internal, stop, Lex. Stop in this very moment. Why am I feeling this way? Even fear. Why am I feeling scared? Is it because I'm watching the news constantly? Is it because I'm in social media and seeing everybody's fear about how scared they are? Did anything happen to me today? Did I have to smack a hoe? Facebook, don't take me off. That was just a saying. I hope I'm still on. I hope I'm still live. Right? Remember Smack a Hoe Tribe? So what I'm saying is just do the inner work. That is the only way outwardly things are going to change. And it's not even a change. It's a shift. It is literally just an angle. Even I have to do that. I have to switch my angle. Am I going to let my fear overcome me? Question mark. Am I going to run? Question mark. Am I going to assert myself? Question mark. All of these questions come. In this moment, what am I doing to help the world? In this moment, what am I doing to help my household? In this moment, what am I doing to help myself? So that's where I am, folks. That's it. And I just ask. I am asking, and this comes from a place of love. Do the work inside. That's it. Whatever's going to happen is going to happen. That's what it is. And just another quick FYI. When we have these things, I don't understand. I have a hard time understanding why. And forgive me. No, don't forgive me. I don't care. Why in these times, and I'm saying like during a football game or a soccer match or elections or, Miss Universe or Miss, why do we pray first? Why do we pray for our team to win? Why do we ask God for our team to win? Or I want Miss Argentina to win. Why? I don't understand that. Because what is that saying? That we put God in this box. That God is going to decide who wins Miss America or Miss Universe or wins the Super Bowl or that MLB thing, the World Series, or and I'm saying soccer because I live right down the street from where the FIFA 2026 is going to be, like 15 minutes. I don't even know if it's 15 minutes away. It's literally right down the street. The United States soccer, they're building 12 soccer fields. It's huge. It's going to be beautiful. I can't wait. And I plan to hustle when all these international folks come to Atlanta. I sure do. Holla back. Okay. Anyways, why? Please help me understand why. Because either God is really caring about who wins a Super Bowl, maybe God sees the bigger picture here. Maybe the spirit sees something else can happen. Because I don't know one time in history in the world, and I will wait for somebody to put it in the chat, where there was not either violence, a war, a civil war, a protest, somebody taking over something. I don't know. We have so many stories. There is a whole daggone book called the Bible that is all about war. War and who was taking over, who was cutting heads, who was stabbing each other, the entire book. And the book spans thousands of years, millions of years, I don't know, from Adam and Eve at the beginning, which to me is billions of years ago, to Revelations, right? The entire book is about war. We have, so was there ever a time where this didn't happen? Was there ever a time where this evolution didn't have to happen? We are evolving. You know what my teacher used to say? Oh, and I'll be done in a couple minutes. My teacher used to say that our thumbs are going to be longer because this is what we do now. We will evolve to have longer thumbs, and our hands are actually going to change. And it's true. Right? Weren't we Neanderthals and Cro-Magnon and all that they say? And we've evolved. We've evolved into people, and this is no judgment. I want you to know this is no judgment. But we are evolving into a society that is based on looks. Right? The implants, the butt jobs, and I ain't mad at it. Do you, right? The tummy tucks, what's that called? Lipo. Do you? The weave, shoot, the makeup, right? This is all, we contour our face to suck it in. Yes. Right? That's evolution. That is just what happens. I don't know why we have to have violence. I don't know why there's war, certain things that we do go through, but this is, and maybe this is just a maybe, because we're always looking at the other person. We are constantly, well, it's you. You're the bad one. You're the crazy one. You're the one that's going to make us da-da-da-da. Well, what am I doing? What am I doing? And fine, if you want to give some perspection or outer, what is it? Not projection, but if you want to give some, give it. Hey, this is what I notice about you. This is how it makes me feel. Can you please ... Is that okay? But even that conversation can't even happen because the defense automatically, right? Or the projection back, well, you Oh my God, there's so many comments. I'm so sorry. Anybody cursing me out? Let me check. I am so late. I'm so sorry. I am so late. I am so late. I love all of you so much. Hey. But let me just go through. Right. Hey. Hey. Let's get real. I'm just saying. She said, there you go. When the majority of you better quote me. Hang on now. When the majority of people feel what the minority have been feeling, the shift will happen. You're welcome, boo. Listen, you already know. We're here. We are here. There are people here in the States, and I'm so sorry for being late to whatchamacallit, to LSA, but rock with me. People here in the United States that we speak differently. You know, I was teaching English, and in Maine, they speak different than Florida, right? Instead of back, B-A-C-K, they say bite. We going bite, all right? And well, you already know in the Northeast, you got tons of different dialects. Rhode Island, Boston, the New York, the boroughs, you're going to have a different, and everywhere you go, right? The BX is a little more. So Vermont, they speak different, and then Connecticut is split between Boston and New York and the southern, you know, so in New Jersey, right? Pennsylvania, from Pennsylvania, and you got Philly, which is its own state. That's just in the Northeast. Then you got Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, right? And we come from different backgrounds. As different as we are here, we are so different here. Embrace the difference within you, because probably now we are all mixed. Shit. We're all mixed. I mean, you are very lucky if you can trace your DNA or your whatever back to the beginning. But all of us, and some of us, you already know. I'm be done in 3 minutes. We're getting it in, right? Let's talk about our ancestors, because they weren't, oh my God, my ancestors. Your ancestors were having sex too. And it may not necessarily been with the one that they were married with. Let's, okay? There were different situations that happened. All right? We will talk about, the most obvious one, the forced sex. Okay? Then we had situations where maybe a man wasn't fertile, but something had to happen. So this is what we did. We made these arrangements, boom. And as my child, I raised as there's so many situations. So do we even really know all of our family going back? And then of course, secret lovers. Yeah. Hey, lovers are real. Lovers are real. We've all been in love before. And some of us may even have had a secret lover. Boom, baby's born. Boy, that baby sure does look like it's the real, right? We sugarcoat a lot of stuff and we hide a lot of stuff. But real is real. And that's what we really need to do. Just get real. And get out of the delusion that everything is perfect here or everything was ever perfect. It's not. It's not. So if this is the shakeup we need, folks, well, then this is what it is. And I'm going to tell you real quick, when you have a glass, right? A glass of water, and you put sand. So say you went to the beach. Those of you who live by the beach, you know, you get a bottle and scoop it up with water. And what happens is the sand and sediment ends up settling at the bottom and you have clear water at the top, right? That is America. That is what it's been. Once in a while, you see a little amoeba flying or a little sand grain of sand that comes up. You may see a little something, but generally, we've been the same. Well, guess what's happening now? The shakeup. So now all of the sediment, all of the shell pieces and the amoebas and the shrimp and whatever little clam shells are floating around, and it's cloudy. That, number one, is how you know what you're dealing with, right? Everything at the bottom, you can't see. It's just sediment and clear water. But now we can see, this shit is real. And my apologies for the cursing, but I have to get my point across, and I am in my process of healing. I love each and every one of you. I'm keep going. I'm going to whatchamacallit. We don't have enough money because I'm a hustler. I'm a hustler. Forgive yourself. I love you, Tiff. I love you. We are the creators of our lives. Removing the toxins, Kira. Absolutely. Creating hope. Absolutely. We are funny. You're funny, Steph. FIFA is coming. Yes. Listen, God, choose me as your team. You know what I'm saying? If you want to choose a team, choose me. Shit. Oh. Hey, I just drove the entire state. Tina, you stay dry. I feel like I'm telling you, you stay across the world. It's like you drive. Can you come pick me up? They are creating hope for someone. Absolutely. It's going to thumbs turn into fingers. Yes. We might need aliens. I mean, they're here. Don't stop your... Right. Oh, Kira, let me just... I got the sorry, but. Maybe I'll do that next week. The sorry, but. Don't slap nobody. Don't slap them. But that's the time to walk away. Don't butt me. If you're sorry, be sorry. Or if you're not sorry, don't be sorry. I would rather have somebody say, you know what, I ain't sorry, than rather sorry, but. Kiss my butt. Oh. All right, I do have a commitment. Sometimes you have to get new sand. Sometimes you can separate. Oh, well, look at this little shell. Throw it out. Ooh, this sand is nice. You want to keep, you know? All right. And name changes. Thank you. Yeah, say it, Steph. Name changes. You know we are humans. So let me, oh my God, I gotta go. Let me just say really quick. Humans in our DNA, and this is scientific, sir, we are made to have sex. That is in our DNA. So yes, that is why people are still here. That is how the Creator created us. So they're gonna be knocking boots. Somebody knocking boots all night. They're gonna be I don't see nothing wrong. A little bit of bump and grind. They're gonna be doing all of that, and they've been doing it since the beginning of time. Y'all got parent or grandparents, great grandparents that had 18 kids. You know the ones, 18. Agie's dad's mom had 18 children. Not all of them survived, but 18. So we know they were knocking boots at least 18 times. And let's be real. It's been more. 18 pregnancies. Yes, that's just what happens. I'm a mess. You know, I'm a mess. And so, I'm not going to say. Oh. Listen, I got to go. I love you all. I'm heading over to whatchamacallit. Oh, you don't want me to leave? What about the thousands of children dying daily due to dirty water? Will their society end? You know what's funny, Julia? I thought about that too. I thought about all of the people who are being poisoned right now from dirty water, right? Let's say in that Michigan area, but there are other areas too. Water from like the toxins from the, the toxins from the factories, like the car factories, the paint that's going in there. Every day there's some crazy explosion. You know this, right? And you can go on that map and see every day where there's like a disaster. We had a recent one not too long ago where was it chlorine factory blew up, and we were all under what do you call that? The shelter in place, or you couldn't go outside because the air. This stuff happens all the time. Every day. We may not hear about it, but it happens every day. And take the blindfolds off. Take them off. I'm going to say his name just this one time. Whatever, all the charges that Diddy has been going on for ages. It is not only him. Do you understand? Take the blindfold off. That is what Hollywood is. Smoke and mirrors. This is why we can be so entertained with movies and television, right? It takes us away from our reality. This is the voice. Takes us away from our reality. Smoke and mirror. Let me tell you, and then I gotta go. I watched an interview because it's everywhere. What's that movie coming out with Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo? Wicked. And I watched an interview because I'm like, okay, it's everywhere. Let me see. And Ariana said something that was so powerful. So they had a really powerful interview. They got really emotional, both of them. But she said, playing Glenda in Wicked, the movie is coming out. I really want to see it now. She was able to collect pieces of her that was missing due to the industry. I'm paraphrasing. For Ariana, somebody that she's so successful. You know, a lot of the mega stars, successful stars, don't really talk about their traumas that they had to go through, right? Because they don't want anything to happen to them. They don't want it taken away. But for her to say that little bit, all of being in this industry has broken her. So being able to play this role, she was able to get those pieces back. And I don't know if Diddy ever produced a song for her. You understand what I'm saying? It's everywhere. The people that we admire on TV. I'm not sending my baby on certain shows, FYI, but things are changing. Things are shifting because the microscope is out there. And I'm sorry, the microscope started when that Pope came in. Y'all remember when that Pope came on? I think it's the same Pope. And John Boehner, who was the Speaker of the House, I think. Remember, this was years ago. And he had that private conversation with the Pope. Y'all remember this? And that next day, John said what? I'm done. I'm done. That Pope laid something in that man to give up his political seat. You know how much money is in politics? This is what I'm saying. We'll never have that seat. There is so much money in politics. Sometimes, like my other side, my other Lex wants to get involved in politics just for the money. Just for the money. Would I lie like them? You damn Skippy, I would. Yeah, we're gonna do all this, and I ain't doing nothing. Give me the money. But my spirit knows that there is an afterlife. There's elsewhere besides here when we transition. And I don't want that. I don't want my children to have to suffer on the hands of me lying to people. I don't want my grandchildren to suffer because of that. So I don't. But have I thought about it? Absolutely, because I could play a beautiful politician. Hello, absolutely. And we will change the working class. I can do it, not a problem. And the perks that come with being a politician. Are you kidding me? You get nothing but the best. I will never have to drive a day in my life. Hey, Shamana Hosha. I will have security for me, my family, and my baby. Hey, ho! Hey, yes. But I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. There you go, it ain't. Hey. Filet mignons and salads. Shoot, listen, I'm about that life. And then you get designers, so clothing designers that want you to wear them all day. All day. A makeup artist, a stylist every day. Are you kidding me? But hallelujah, I am not crossing over. And, you know, people that sell, oh, they're a sellout. I don't blame people for selling out. Listen, if the money was right, I just no, I won't. I've learned from a lot of people, one being Country Wayne, comedian. They have offered him millions and millions of dollars, and he keeps saying, no, I'm with that. Nick Cannon, same thing. His crew, they offered him. He's saying no. So I am learning. You don't have to be a sellout. You don't have to take it. And I ain't bending over for anybody but one. Wink. All right. I love you all. Take care. I'll see you over at, oh my God, I'm 23 minutes late. Forgive me. See y'all over there. Bye.